with this one I'm going a little bit more dramatic than last time, so I've decided to spray a little Tattered Angels, perhaps a little Lindy Stamp Gang in colours that correspond. I'm going to use some of this Smooch Pearlized Top Coat to accent the wings of the dragonflies and perhaps of the thistles, but I might use a little bit of gold paint on those. I'll just see how we go. And I'm going to use this crack stamp, from that set I mentioned before. It's the Ultimate Grunge, to do some stamping in around here where I'm going to place a photo. It doesn't really matter. I want it to be underneath, so it might look a little strange for a start until the photo's in there. These are the Adirondack metallic dabbers. Now you can use the dabber by just dabbing it onto your stamp. You will have to wash it afterwards if you're really worried about your stamps. Now this is the pearl one. If you wanted a more subtle type of cracked effect behind, there's lots of products you could use. You can actually use a silver, which I have done on the other layer that I've done. Or you can use embossing powders. You can get all these glitter embossing powders, reflective embossing powders. Use some of those. But for now I'm just going to use these, and I'm just going to place these around. If you find you're getting too much on your stamp by dabbing your dabber onto it, you can always, and you can use a brayer or something, you can always dab a bit on the side, smooth it out with your finger, because that's what I do, and put your stamp into it. Now these are only subtle changes. I don't know whether you can pick that up, but it certainly adds texture, and it makes your photo, your person, whatever you're going to put into there, it gives them more impact. I'll get some of this Smooch. Again, very subtle. It'll just mute these down a little, and it actually adds a twinkle and a shine to these dragonflies. Now I used a little bit of the Lindy Stamp Gang. This one is called Cocklebell's Coral, and I used some of the Tattered Angels Iridescent Gold to put a little bit of a sheen in the background. Okay, I now want to show you what would happen if you, for some reason, didn't like all this happening, and you wanted to go back and bring another type of flower to the fore. And I do that by adding dark over the top. Now this isn't necessarily a look I like, I just want to show you how you can do that. And you can see from these how you can have a very simple card, just very simply stamped, not too much going on. You could have even less and it would look beautiful. This is not as worked as the one I've done, so you can stop at this level where you've just got a little happening back there, and that's the background. And it looks great, and these are the little pictures that stand out. And this one, where there is going to be a photo in there, and it's got a lot going on, and it's got a muted look, which is fine. But let me show you what happens if you stamp over the top of that again. And what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to stamp over it in black. Now this makes it into a completely different look again, because now this is taking the focal point and all the working that you've done before has been shoved into the background. Different look again. And you don't have to put it all over. You can notice how this side of this particular picture is quite dark. You can just bring it in on the side so it gives a look of the light coming down. I might change to a dark brown to give the appearance of this being lighter. So you can see whatever you stamp on the top is going to show, especially if it's in the black or the dark colours, it's going to shove all that you've done into the background. And as soon as you start bringing the characters over the top and the photos over the top, it puts everything into the background because they then become your focal point. Okay, I've been working on this 12x12 layout, and I have changed the photos slightly, and you can do this with your photos, remember, where I wanted to mute her out, the picture out more into the 12x12 layout, where you can see this one is very bright and very vibrant, which is more its natural colours. This one I have copied onto matte paper, and I have used kind of like an effect over it that makes it look more like a cartoon character, and I've put some I Am Rose's butterflies in there. And now I just wanted to show you that I'm going to use some glass bead gel to make the flower heads stand out. Now this is your golden glass bead gel. It reflects light from underneath it, and I'm just going to use it with a palette knife and my finger and whatever else. And I'm just going to go around and I'm just going to put a little on some of these seed heads, and when it dries it'll give a dimensional appearance, and it will also, because it dries clear and the little glass bead gels are in there, give me that texture that I like to get in my work. One I've got a problem here where I've made this a little square, so I'm just going to go back and I'm going to stamp that with the stamp and just round that corner off, just so it gets rid of the squareness that's appearing up there where the sun's supposed to be shining through. First I'll have to dry it thoroughly, because otherwise my embossing powder might try to cling to the dampness of the distress ink, because remember, distress ink is also an embossing ink. Okay, I just want to do a quick review of the different layouts that I made. This is the darker one that I made. I put a little bird and some feathers in the corner here with some more of those Tim Holtz tattered leaves. I've put a little frog and leaves in here. I haven't actually fixed this down yet. I think I might put my little grandson on this one, but it's just to give an idea about how the picture would look in there. That was one. This is another one that I made on screen, all completed. They've all been backed with the chipboard, as I mentioned before, so I can actually put them on an easel. I like the, I think it's Seven Gypsies easel that you can pop them on. They look great. The little fairy one that I had completed originally, that's lots of fun too. and this one was a completely different concept, but it's another one I did of Nina. Now I just want to thank everybody that watches my channel Art of Craft. It's very flattering to think that you will enjoy the work that I do. My very next video is actually not going to be a video, it's going to be a giveaway, and I'm arranging it so that I can send something to all you ladies that are in the, whoever wins that are overseas, as well as whoever wins in New Zealand. And it's just my way of thanking you for all the encouragement you give me and the inspiration that I get from your channels as I watch. So thank you very much for watching this one. That video will be up in a few days, and I look forward to showing you my next project. Thank you very much.